don't know who
Jungle,
Suzuki will
yeah,
be
yeah.
using.
I mean, I think they could walk into Joy here and be okay with it, right? I mean,
Although,
you mean for our team, though? Even though they had a little trouble with the last game? Got yeah. Got So Valentina's going to get locked into. And Carlos is not a good matchup against the Chiefs, but some teams can force it.
I'm not sure like who wants to play that board. I have a feeling he doesn't. The show is still available for Vamos too, but
Has lost both games, by the way. Joe has lost both games, just to remind you guys.
Yeah, they could just not go so. I mean, honestly, RQ could just look for something similar as they had in game one and look for that last big jungle again. Maybe lock in like the Ranger here as their third pick, like what they did in game one, and keep their draft very open, very flexible. Because they had a lot of advantage in game one when they had that flexible, it's something similar. I don't think it was the high-low sim, but they go for Skylar on the Wan. So now RQ's falling into comfort.
Yeah, because they see the high loss, and no matter what hero Zoran picks up, they're very comfortable with this kind of lineup.
So there's a could there be a chance that the blue comes up?
Bad.
Oh,
It has been bad, yeah.
no. It seems like they were able to set this up. Even the year though now taken out, although we know for a fact that Nets is really comfortable with a carry for the entire series.
But now Vamos can ban Susijin. Although to be fair, Susijin is kind of hard to ban against.
He is though.
Carry's a little tough against one. I know that they had a good game last game with the carry, but honestly, if RQ is playing well and pressuring right,
Oh, they had this.
it could back.
That's a good bat.
Yeah.
I respect that. Yeah, I respect that.
And that's what we've gotten to in this point. It's like just targets, like,
Yep.
all right, this is giving us trouble. Does Vamos ban out the Ruby?
Vamos.
And then go back to picking something up like the Jawhead or something like that, like something that can control mid.
Honestly, that could work well for their last match. For RQ, Nets hero once again, or oh,
Something about that guy.
I mean, Team Spirit used it against them one time, so it wasn't like
It was one time.
it was one time.
But this is uno, dos, tres, jala, vamos.
Where they go for like, they could always ban out the Alpha here, ban out the Hayabusa if they really think that RQ is going to go something like a
Hayabusa ban.
Oh, Hayabusa is banned, yeah.
If they respect the joy.
The toys and really just the joy, the alpha, the Nola. Oh, but
Matilda.
they ban out the Matilda here, so the Stitching want to go for like another assassin or the alpha. I mean, they have the Eve.
I think they're still saved. I think they saved jungle for last pick, right?
Yeah, pick up someone tankier here too. I mean, Ruby's open if they want to go that route.
Ruby and Eve, the Ruby Eve combo is also vicious. You hold everyone inside of the RWM as much as possible. Tig also open, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
Option.
It's just that you don't want to give Warlord.
Yeah.
Oh, Franco?
Oh, wait.
Franco won that. Oh,
Okay.
This is a skill pick. Yeah, it's an answer.
It's a skill pick. I mean, Franco's always an answer. It's always a possibility. It's a high risk, high reward, right?
Dude, the Valentina will get the bloody hunt for themselves too. So
Does the Valentina want to get that close though?
that's
I mean, it's decent like peel. It's decent like if you're coming at me, but
I mean,
Implosion's worth it.
you could,
Bloody hunt is a little risky.
if you can get it on the 1-1.
Yeah, then you're.
that's
yeah.
also a lot.
Although Gato can kind of stop that. Like he can punch you out of it. So vamos, the last pick is going to be very crucial here.
Harry.
They pick up the carry and the jawhead. So whatever worked, pick it up again.
What's the jungler?
Okay,
Last pick jungler.
what's the jungler?
Like Alpha is still open. They could just round themselves out with something like that.
I want to go
Yeah.
crazy, say Granger, but I don't know.
Don't go. Whatever you do, RQ.
I mean, additional things would work, but
Time to grab the beat of the flash.
they're
Beat of
picking
the
up
Flash.
the beat of the flash. They're picking up the beat of the flash.
All right, so yeah, this time we're gonna see if Sushin gets to dance to the beat of the flash. We're gonna see how T-Bless works. This is gonna be very interesting tracks. Let me just say, if this happens, whatever happens in the last series of the day, I respect you. I respect
I
you.
respect you too.
So thank you very much, gentlemen, Brigida, as well as Trex. But now we have to give to our cousin, Very cool, as well as Naisu.
Well, today I learned we are cousins.
Cousins.
We're cousins?
We're all one big family.
I
You
mean,
know?
to be fair, biologically. Historically, maybe.
Historically. You know what? Well, going down to this, again, we got a preview of the draft. Here's one last look. It's game 3. This is what we wanted, especially now that we're here in the knockouts. Yeah. You know, it's down to one game. This is going to be Team Vamos here, of course, from Malaysia. The hometown villains, like they like to call them, or it's going to be the Kingdom. RQ Hoshi. We've just seen one of the fastest, or the fastest games in game 2 that Team Vamos got a victory off of. This time around, we'll see how this all plays apart. Interesting lineups, you know. I know we had some similar reactions going through the draft as the panel. But yeah, I'm wondering if Susujin's going to have a better time in the jungle this time, because we know how fast Chibi got going. Whoa.
It's a focusing mark on the jawhead. Zorn, an interesting choice to go for. He didn't go for this earlier, right? I think he went for concussive blast in the mid lane. Rin's almost just got a solo kill on Warlord. But everything else is quite normal, right? Tyron not opting for the Revitalize against the Vengeance. But there you go, Susujin winning out the Red Tree battle for the Lethal Wanderer.
This is so interesting. Yeah, it was concussive blast previously, and that's usually what you see, but focusing mark, and it's funny because usually there are those iterations of the Franco where, like, they run the focusing mark too, but obviously most people now take the concussive blast. But if Zorn finds any of the targets early on with a focusing mark, it obviously will help with a burst. We already got a preview even of last time how much damage Chibi was doing, so what more if you throw in a little extra damage, you know, to go ahead and play that part. Now, pretty steady thing so far. Nothing too crazy aside from that almost first blood in mid lane. So this will set things up really well for a first objective, the turtle take. Hooks as well from Edok, going to play a part in this fight. Chibi's going to jump in.
Ooh, a lot of damage. Over to Rin, Susujin. Walk up as well. Ejector ready though. Electrifying beach for Susujin under the turret. Now a splash of damage from Warlord. They're going to trade back. Diamond rotating in. Oh, that's a hook. A flick around on the Purified. 2 big resources. Smooth from the top lane. Rotates into the mid lane just to get a little bit more room for Warlord to clear it out. Skylar in the bottom lane now. Inspired the 1v1. That's has to respect this. That's actually wants to move forward. It becomes an even trade in the bottom lane.
I feel like this matchup between Nets and Skylar has been one of the most, like, action-packed, you know, laning, like the 1v1s, especially early on. Like, they hear, man, everybody's fighting in the mid lane, we want to fight, you know? So that's how that plays out, but this brings us now to the first turtle. RQ is going to go ahead and set things up smooth, dropping down the ultimate.
Good moves from Susujin. Red Tree battle, Chibi again. Real world inflation, sort of caught in it. The mobility field, Tyron picks iron hook, and a bloody hunt from Edok. What a all the way from downtown. That was max range.
That was on point.
That's Edok.
That's Edok's Franco right there. And, you know, there's not much you can do against that. Now here, Dyron should be fine. He does have the Vengeance again this time around with the Gatakancha. So, interesting how that first turtle played out. Of course, it went over to Team Vamos, but they lost the fight. And so for R2, they build up. There's a corrosive scythe now for Skylar. Going to be the first item he locks in and prioritized. Meanwhile, Net's still working on that first one because he did also pick up those level 1 boots. So this goes back to the thing where Edok just plays around the hook. If they can get it set up, then that's great. If not, then you wait for Team Vamos to try to do the same thing, because once that flicker is available from Zorn, he might try to set it up.
You want to know a fun fact, Naisu?
Fun fact.
Throughout the ages of Arakihoshi rosters, we always have a Franco god in the lineup.
Yeah?
Finn, obviously Naomi, and then now we have Edok. Again, I mean, was that a hook? Was that a solo kill? I have no idea. Edok still has the bloody hunt. Skylar still has the crossbow of Tang, so it definitely seems to be a hook, right? There's no way that would just be picked off randomly, or maybe I don't know.
I mean, he didn't have a flicker, but yeah, it had to be a hook. Edok clocked in, man. That was, you know, you wouldn't look at it, but that's going to give Skylar this advantage that he was already fighting for, and going to get a lot of extra gold now off that gold plating. So, interesting thing for Team Vamos is how do they kind of respond to this, because, you know, Prodigy or not with this. Oh, hold on. Finally.
The ejector to bring him back. Finally, he gets a taste of his own medicine. There you go. That's the pickoff game, and Team Vamos will be able to get a kill over. Rins dodging in for some. The real world inflation will lock him down, though. But he will still
will be able to walk away. Chibi, a bit more damage to the arrow there, as Rins pops in the regeneration. And now Vamos with the control over the turtle.
All right, they're going to start it up. Again, they have an advantage on this one. They want to go 2 for 2. Holding it together. Zorn zoning out. They might force something out here.
RWM coming down. Retry, no, it's Zorn. This time who wins it up. So it's with Jason AOG from Tyrant to take the kill. He tanks up a bit of the shot, so he's just able to escape. Smooth, running him down. Tyrant with a vengeance. Chasing Zorn down. He checked already. Zorn just walks away, and Smooth gets the double. RQ Hoshi just cannot get a turtle.
They can't get a turtle, but they will get some kills. But now Nets finally picking up the turret. Here comes Ito.
That's a bloody hunt. He's all on for now, but he knows that Nets doesn't have... Oh, in blank iron hook. That's the one you don't expect to miss, but that's the one that he misses. Nets gets away.
It's kind of amazing how it works, right? I know all the Franco players know. The point blank ones you don't hit. The far ones you do.
Electrifying beat. Smooth is healing through all the damage. Sutsujin will have to just back away and Vamos take back the control of the game with this momentum.
Just like that, too. Team Vamos able to go ahead and diminish the goal lead that RQ built up in the early portion of the game. And now it's pretty much even Stevens. You know, they are going to be able to continue to test for the objective, the third turtle that does come up. RWM held on here from Warlord. Will have to go ahead and back off a little bit. Dyrant tanky enough, but this is going to be a crucial part why I feel like RQ Hoshi definitely wants to go ahead and contest for that turtle and make it work. You know, lock it in if they can. But if they decide not to, it's not the end of the world. Team Vamos can go for 3 for the turtles, and then RQ Hoshi looks elsewhere. This is also where we start to see where that transition for Skylar, now that he's got 2 items, he's got the golden staff now, alongside that corrosive scythe. He's going to be a big part of some of these skirmishes and team fights that do break out if he can get the airtime with the crossbow of Tang. And meanwhile, Rins 2, where he sets up the real-world manipulation, is going to be crucial. We're 10 seconds away up from that turtle. Positions already happening here, but GB will stay topside, pushed into that tier 1. There's a hook.
Iron hook over the zone of Bloody Hunt as well. Skylar will be able to get all the tags, all the weakness points. Crossbow tag ready with the real world relation. Oh, Warlord gets stuck with AOG. Surgeon. Electrifying beats. Now it's Skylar to snap damage. Oh, to the fade away. Last hit. Doesn't get it. Skylar with a double.
GB.
That's very low. Able to run away from that one. Gets slowed down. GB needs one more hit, but he gets taunted by Siren. Rins a few more shots of the Void Blast, but GB is able to walk away. 4 for 1 trade. GB, that's a dangerous game. The sun Rins with a flicker forward to take GB down, and Skylar gets the turret. Finally, Sutsujin will get a turtle.
It's one of those things where you're like, is this the right choice? No, it's not GB. Not only did he go for the wrong target or couldn't capitalize on the kill, but then gets punished for overstaying on his side of the jungle. So they lose a whole lot in that fight. Now RQ Hoshi, you know, when I said it was even Stevens, they heard that and said, no, not anymore. 3K ahead now, plus that last turtle of the game. Holy Crystal picked up by Sutsujin, so now he's going to hurt even more in this Joy. And so, advantages for RQ Hoshi. Massive right now. Skylar sees 4 from it. Team Vamos. We'll go ahead and back off here.
Wow, Skylar has actually opted to go for the golden staff. So that's the item power spike. Almost gets that hook, and the Bush Zorn did read to space out just a bit more. This is actually not the most common build, but it is the build that Skylar has gone for most of the time in the M6 World Championship. He always likes to go for the golden staff. Usually we see Windtalker or even Melfic Gun here. Oh, no, Zorn. Okay, of course, used up. Diamond just walks up and dashes away. Sutsujin? No, all right, they're chilling.
At this point, you know, I feel like Team Vamos needs to bring it down a little bit. Because of that whole last team fight, it feels like things got a little too chaotic for them. They need to kind of, chill down a little bit. Hook's not going to land there. You always got to catch your breath when the hook is going out, you know? And,
nail biter.
Yeah, it is. And for Team Vamos, they're feeling it. You know, they're biting the nails right now because of just how much of the scaling is happening for RQ Hoshi, and it's not happening for them. They definitely need to buy some more time, and I feel like this is also where it gets a little bit difficult for Zorn because we just saw it. You know, if he can go in with the Unstoppable Force and get the ejector off, that's great, but then, well, honestly, with this kind of lead, he gets blown up so quickly, too, that he's just kind of out of the picture. There he is. So he does show himself, but that tier 2 does go down.
Yeah, and there's no trade on the board right now. RQ just cruising through some of these turrets up top, getting the far lane control. That's the Melfic Gun we were expecting as 3rd item, but he picks it up as 4th. So, yeah, that's a Fed 1-1 right now, man.
Yeah, it is.
Moves from Zorn, though, to actually just space away from these hooks.
He's going to have to right now. He's also going to be the one front side alongside with Smooth. We'll see if they actually contest this. Susujin getting in position. It's being held here by Skylar. They could force the fight. A couple flickers available. That hook won't land, but they go in.
RWM already. Sony Warlord in the back. Kyron popping a vengeance, but Nets will be able to deal with him. Zorn caught in the midst of it all. Skylar will be able to jump in. That's a play. Oh, TV again with a retribution. But Susujin takes the killing spree over. Skylar's on the chase. Under the turret. Needs one more. It's a double for Susujin. For some. Oh, Enoch tries to go for the flicker play. Doesn't get it. It was together with Rins. It was a flicker slow, but it was not enough to take anyone down.
And he landed them earlier in the game, but these ones he won't be on point with unless he gets one here. They do hold the Lord. They take care of it quickly. RQ Hoshi, they lost the objective, but they'll win that fight on exchange and really just kind of negate the push that was coming through with that Lord. But Chibi, against it, able to secure that at least for now, but they are going to lose the tier 2 now in mid lane, and they're back to the drawing board to try to find a way to turn the tide in this game, because right now RQ Hoshi pulling very far ahead, 6K up now.
All right, nice. So this is the part of the game where we actually get to talk about the pattern. I don't think it's a pattern anymore. Game 1, you could be like, all right, might be lucky. That's free win. Game 2 happens all over again. They got stopped 10 minutes.
Yep.
Game 3, they're winning, and it's still only one turtle. That was the one that was for free. So Susujin hasn't gotten a single retry win. This is at least on neutral objective, right? He got a Lethal Wanderer win.
Can we count that?
If we do, that's 2.
All right.
Yeah.
We can count that because, you've got to give it up. Even when Chibi is down, he's still able to actually go for that retry. You've got to be able to respect that. And that's also why they've been prioritizing Yasuyo. This is one of the heroes. Before it was, the Lings and the Hayabusas that really helped you do that. Well, now Suyo's the flavor of the, I would say, year, month, whatever it is, the patch. And that's the thing. So even if he's down, he's still able to go ahead and contest. And if he continues to do that, it might buy Team Vamos enough time in this game number 3 where they possibly turn the tide. And honestly, for Nets has been able to farm up pretty well. He's still quite a bit down in terms of against Skylar, but as long as he gets the spacing to work with and doesn't get caught out, he's only got a flicker, then they might be able to shred down some of that front line in a couple minutes. They still got to buy some time. They're not really in the fighting form yet. And even with this Lord coming up here in less than a minute, it is still a decision that they have to make. Is it worth us putting the team in danger and an opportunity for us to get crashed down on, especially that there's a Gatakacha across from you? And that's, I think, the question that Team Vamos has to ask themselves, because that could change the course, obviously, of the series, where maybe they decide to let it go and then they have to defend, or do they want to actually go and fight it out? 2 big items being picked up here for Team Vamos. Divine Glaive now for Warlord. Chibi with that Malefic Roar. Still, Enoch is going to do this all the time.
Yeah.
You miss all the hooks you don't take, pretty much, at this point.
Yep, that's true, So he's going to continuously shoot it out. This is a retry bait, right? But Suyo was actually not there. Skylar just picks up the purple buff. They were trying to go for the retry bait. No one was actually there. So I think they should be aware that the Suyo hasn't revealed himself in a while now. That's an iron hook. Over to Smooth, the Bloody Hunt as well. Oh, instant crossbow of Tang! He bought the winner quite a bit too late. Susujin runs him down. A great angle to get the real world manipulation. And Skylar gets a double. RQ Hoshi, they take control of the game. He hasn't been landing the shots, but once he does, it looks like it might be game over.
Might be game over here. They're going to work on the base turn to the bottom side, and they post up ready to end the game.
Warlord trying to divert the minion waves into the top lane. Throw the flicker backwards. The minion waves will be dealt with, but that's just one. There's another wave in the bottom lane. RQ looking for it. Warlord with a splash of damage. In the mid lane they go. Base turret going to be taken down. Slowly but surely. Warlord really low. Susujin looking for the angle. The iron hook will go and whip again. The glorious pathway from Smooth as he respawns back in the game. And RQ Hoshi will say, we are happy with turret number 3 in the mid lane. We will go to the Lord.
They'll go to the Lord. They'll secure themselves to the objective. And Team Vamos, I asked the question earlier, do they want to go and actually try to contest things out? They got a nice wave pushing up top, but it's that hook that still set things up, started the fight. And you mentioned it, Chibi was in position, but then he got spotted out too and had to respond.
For a second there, Naisu, I got deja vu to the CFU game.
Did you?
It was a 1-1. It was 2 members. I would be lying if I said I wasn't shaking.
You know what? I think a lot of people can't count out any Malaysian team at this point, but here we are. Lord pushing into the mid lane. We'll see if they're able to defend against this.
He gets a taunt over to Chibi. Baits up the skill one. That's an iron hook and the crossbow tang ready. Skyler can wait out the winner crown. Eat up with a flicker out. Now crossbow tang to Smooth. Now to Warlord. Skyler's going crazy with a crossbow tang. The immortality bite from Edok. Sutsujin buys the immortality as well. Now Nets free hitting. It's going to be Sutsujin to take the kill. That's a monster kill. Even with the shutdown. RRQ Hoshi will prevail 2-1.
And the kingdom rises, cutting down the hometown villains with a decisive strike. RQ sends Vamos to the lower bracket, proving their dominance once more.
A phenomenal performance from both these teams. RQ Hoshi came in swinging in game number one. Game number two, Vamos. It's the high highs and the low lows of Vamos. When they get rolling, when they have the momentum, you see a 10-minute game.
Yep.
But when they don't, you see game number 1 and 3.
Definitely a great performance, great series. Let's throw it over to the panel to break down the game. GG's for both teams, but it's high highs, low lows.
No, not tired.
Because win.
Because you guys won. You know what? I agree. If you win, you are not tired. Okay, maybe you guys can take me back to game 2. Sutsujin, what happened in game 2? Did you guys actually expect to lose against Vamos?
Actually, Jennifer.
Let's see. Ya. Nah, ini udah bakal ditahan dulu nih di arah tengah sehingga akan ada pemanfaatan di terlihat push walaupun atasnya ada agak sedikit terlambat ya. Tengahnya udah masuk duluan.
Yap. West Minion bersama dengan Lord ada di area tengah. Tapi ternyata berhasil ditarik oleh Idong. Waktunya bergajah dan sekarang Idong kabur ke tempat yang berbeda. Sejauh ini mereka berhasil mendapatkan cross bottom yang langsung diaktifkan. This is Captain Skeller memberikan damage begitu mengerikan ke arah beberapa player dan juga Sususi masih gila. Tapi Pesca berhasil didapatkan. Banyak yang berkata kalau regional Indonesia tidak belajar. Bukan begitu bang. Karena waktunya sekaranglah kita yang memberikan pelajaran kepada mereka.
Region tidak belajar, tapi lihat sekalinya belajar bisa jadi semuanya menjadi bubar. Dengan begitu luar biasa game ketiga membuat RRQ Hoshi bertahan di upper bracket dan menurunkan sang tuan rumah menjadi menyisakan 1 nyawa lagi.
Wow, hanya tersisa 1 nyawa untuk tim Vamos. Tapi untuk sekarang, marilah teman-teman panelis yang akan menjelaskan. Lep! Sintong Joy dan juga Singo. Harusnya sih bakal lebih unggul Joy-nya nanti nih ketika udah pegang landing jauh ya. Kalau di awal mungkin bakal sama. Kalau ada satu player yang dia pakai yang pasti Joy.
They win. Bila jumpa di upper bracket, siapa mau menang?
Ya, I confident.
You're confident?
Ya.
Berapa persen confident?
95%.
95% confident that he will win up against CLID. Okay, so Sujin, before we started the game, right, we saw it. Quote from you that the
farming sih buat Skyler sendiri, udah apa itu strategi sih, udah usah ya. Udah ada benar-benar pelayanan tadi untuk Skyler, bahkan tadi udah 7 loh, udah 3 item extreme master.
Kalau
Otot tawar.
Your team is banning. Ban a hero. Your team is picking.
Hanya cinta dan malam
The
yang
enemy is
tidak akan
picking.
pernah habis.
Cinta lebih kuat daripada
Your
kekuatan
team is
manapun.
picking.
Siap, maju.
Rasakan suara merdu
The
dari
enemy is
penderitaan.
picking.
Akulah sang pengendali petir kuno, pemburu semua dewa jahat. Tuan, apa perintahmu?
Please pick a hero.
Gas Alpha telah diaktifkan.
The enemy is
kemuliaan.
Ayo!
smash them. All troops deployed.
Serangan tidak menentukan siapapun. Bersama-sama kita adalah Lightning Order. Kita akan berjuang sampai mati.
First blood.
Kita adalah tameng berserang.
Slain. Ally has been slain. Request backup.
Keyakinan kita menerangi setiap kegelapan. Palu ini adalah warisan paling berharga dari seorang pejuang hebat.
An enemy has been slain.
Aku tidak akan mundur. Aku memimpin dengan kemuliaan. Karena aku adalah pemimpin dari Light Order. Maju, bunyikan trompet kemenangan. Aku berdiri untuk kerajaan.
Ally has been slain.
Melindungi tanah air kita adalah tugas seorang kesatria. Pria sejati tidak pernah bertemu.
An enemy has been slain.
Kemuliaan bagi kerajaan.
An ally has slain the turtle. Slain. Elf is not ready.
Hancurkan kegelapan.
Ally has been slain.
Kemenangan dengan pengorbanan besar terlihat usang dan lemah. Meskipun berjalan di atas es, kehangatan hati tidak pernah hilang. Seorang hancurkan kegelapan.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Seorang kesatria sejati tidak pernah takut mati.
Launch attack.
Understood.
kematian tidak dapat menghapus tidak.
Initiate retreat. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Di balik kemuliaan ada darah yang ditumpahkan.
Your team destroyed the turret.
Bahkan kematian tidak dapat menghapus tekad kita.
Ally has been slain.
Kemuliaan
Turret has been destroyed. Under attack. Under attack. Ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Keyakinan kita menerangi setiap kegelapan. Di balik kemuliaan ada darah yang ditumpahkan.
Enemy has slain the turret. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Meskipun berjalan di atas es,
Our turret has
kehangatan
been
hati
destroyed. Double kill.
melindungi tanah air kita adalah tugas seorang kesatria. Seorang kesatria sejati tidak pernah takut hati. Aku berdiri untuk kerajaan. Kemenangan dengan pengorbanan besar terlihat susah dan lemah.
Our turret has been destroyed. Double kill.
Tidak seberang.
Shut down. Our turret has been destroyed. Your turret is under attack.
Pria sejati tidak pernah bersembunyi di balik semak-semak.
Initiate retreat.
adalah warisan paling berharga dari seorang pejuang hebat. Harapan dapat menjadi bersama-sama kita adalah Light Order. Kita akan berjuang sampai mati. Peperangan tidak menguntungkan siapapun. Seorang pahlawan sejati datang untuk membantu. Maju, bunyikan trompet kemenangan. Aku tidak akan
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Request backup.
Peperangan tidak menguntungkan siapapun. Pria sejati tidak pernah bersembunyi di balik semak-semak. Bahkan kematian tidak dapat menghapus tekad kita.
Mega kill. Double kill. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Shut down. Ally has been slain.
Aku berdiri untuk kerajaan.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Harapan dapat menjadi beban.
Double kill. Slain. Ally has been slain.
Bersama-sama kita adalah Light Order. Kita akan berjuang sampai mati. Aku tidak akan mundur. Aku memimpin dengan kemuliaan. Karena aku adalah pemimpin dari Light Order. Kita adalah tamu masyarakat.
Shut down. Mega kill. Attack the Lord.
Meskipun berjalan ke
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
palu ini adalah warisan paling berharga dari seorang pejuang hebat.
An ally has slain Lord. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed the turret. Your team destroyed the turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Request backup. Your team destroyed a turret. An ally has been killing spree. Shut down. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Enemy maniac. Your team destroyed a turret.
Keyakinan kita menerangi setiap kegelapan.
Initiate retreat. Under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Melindungi tanah air kita adalah tugas seorang kesatria.
An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Our inhibitor
seorang pahlawan sejati datang untuk membantu.
Attack the Lord. Gather up the Lord.
Seorang ksatria sejati tidak pernah takut padamu.
Launch attack.
Di balik kemuliaan ada darah yang ditumpahkan.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack.
Aku berdiri untuk kerajaan.
The enemy has slain Lord. An ally has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has initiated retreat.
Bersama-sama kita adalah light order. Kita akan berjuang